Hi guys, and welcome to another How-To Monday.
Yes, so this week we're going to run through Simon's pitching action.
Indeed. So yeah, if you haven't seen Adam's video at the end, click that and have a little look through that. We're going to look at my pitching technique. So as always, let's get going.
So this week we're going to have a look at Simon's technique and see if it differs any to what I do, and then run through some good points and some points that you can take into your own game that actually could cross over from us both, really.
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of pitching, I generally play most of my golf shots off my front foot, very close to my front foot, simply because I've got long arms, I've got a fairly steep angle of attack, and if I have the ball forward in my stance, it gives me just a little bit more time to shallow out.
Yeah.
As you've probably seen in our other videos, I do like to take a divot, and that's something that I'm certainly working on trying to stop. But I would say I'm potentially even simpler than you are in terms of the pitching technique. I carry 4 wedges, so I carry a standard pitching wedge in my set, 52, 56 and 60. Simply because I hit the ball a little bit further than you do. I find that my 52-degree wedge is an essential club in my bag for full swings, so that's about 127 to 130 yards for me. And then my 56 is about that 115, 118 number. So those two clubs perform a huge action for me further away. But obviously we're now talking closer to the green. So I would then have those 4 wedges in my bag, and I only have 3 swing lengths that I go to. And I use the ground as a parallel line, and I work in parallels to that. So my first swing would be a backswing where the shaft is parallel to the ground, through to roughly shaft parallel to the ground on the follow through. When I teach that and when I see it, I kind of see that as a semicircle. So that to me would be a half swing, so half a circle. The next swing length for me would be that forearm parallel to the ground, okay, through to forearm parallel to the ground on the follow through. You'd call that half swing? Because you're referencing that.
I'm referencing arm at that point, and again I'm seeing that same semicircle, but I'm seeing it from arm to arm, whereas Simon's seeing it from
I'm seeing it from shaft. Yeah. So again, roughly for me that would be there through to there, which kind of looks like 3/4 of a circle. So that was what I'd reference. Now, I think it's important, whatever system you use, that you have a reference. Because it's very easy to say, oh, I'm just going to do a half swing. But if that doesn't mean anything, if you don't know what that half swing relates to, what are you actually trying? So,
and the other thing I'd say for people is, it might feel like a half swing to you, so don't take any notice of anyone that says, oh, that's not a half swing. Well, they don't know what a half swing feels like to you, do they?
Exactly.
So it's very personal at that point. So you're saying one thing here, and I'm referencing something else. Now, the person looking at your golf swing could be looking at your left arm. Because that's how they do it. Or they could be looking at the shaft, because that's how they do it. They don't know what that represents to you. So that's why I'd always say is know your own game, and then pick and choose what you're going to take from other people and what advice you're going to get.
Exactly, and this is why it's quite interesting for the two of us, for you guys, to have slightly different methods. Try them both out, see which one works for you, and then go from there and stick with it. So let me hit some pitch shots.
You're going to run through it for us?
Go.
First one, we're going to go shaft parallel to the floor.
So for me, first swing would be shaft parallel to the ground, through to shaft parallel to the ground. And again, as we said in the last video, if you guys haven't seen it, there's a target green out here. I'm not going to be aiming to get this ball on the green. I've got my 56-degree wedge. For me, with this length golf swing, that's only going to go about 30 odd yards, if that. But it's going to be such a functional shot on the golf course.
And interestingly, obviously we've got the same target here, and my arm to sort of that 8 o'clock swing goes in pretty much a similar distance, but referencing 2 very different things. So
and
it's a great game.
There's no right or wrong. That's the whole point. That's why we love it, isn't it? So here we go. And it's as simple as that, you know.
In terms of the tempo, similar. You're going to try and keep it 1 and 1.
That's the thing. I'd find your own tempo and stick with it. I'm quite a quick player anyway. I've got very quick hands, but I'm very much one that I like to try and feel like that 1-to-1 ratio, that feeling like back and through, and just nothing where you're rushing through the shot.
You don't want that big acceleration. For us, we spoke about this at length, and it's one of those things for us. It's that acceleration that you then don't know how to judge that speed coming in and out of impact. Again, if you get to here and you really speed up and get it to go 40 yards, you can suddenly think, well, that swing length doesn't work. Well, actually, if you keep that nice and smooth, nice and rhythmical with the turn of the body in there, now all of a sudden very consistent, stands up under pressure. That's the big bit.
Exactly, that's key.
When you've got a shot that means something, if you're trying to put arm and hand speed in there,
it's tough.
You might hit a good shot.
Yeah.
Then again, you might not.
It's tough to add speed at the last minute. It's
or
so
take
tough.
It away.
Exactly, or take it away. And because the one thing it's going to then influence is strike.
Yeah.
And as soon as strike goes,
I'd prefer to be adding speed than definitely than taking it away.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So that was what I would call a half swing.
Yep.
So semicircle. So if we then what I would call a 3/4 swing.
So you're going to go left arm parallel to the ground now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, this is where I would call it 3/4 and you call it half, but it's the same essential swing.
Yeah. And we've pretty much pitched that on the same piece of that practice.
Yeah, and it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for me, I would then go into my full swing after that. If I was to hit a full 56 degree, that would just be it. That would just be it.
Do you hit all your wedges full?
I do, yes. Yep, should I hit one?
Yeah, go for it.
I do hit all my wedges full. Simply because of the distance I hit the golf ball, I do need those distances on the golf course.
That's fine. Nice shot.
But that would be full. Hopefully, to you guys at home, that would not look like it's particularly out of control.
No, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? When you get to that point, you're not necessarily going at...
It's still not swinging out your boots,
It's a full swing length, but it's not full pace.
No, exactly. It's not, and that would be then 3 different swing lengths. I carry 4 wedges, so that's my 12 different distances. So we're both looking at 12 different distances, but just in different ways.
Yeah, definitely.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that.
Guys, if you haven't done already, the circle in between us in a minute will be the subscribe button to the channel. That'll get you all of our content free of charge as soon as we upload it.
Indeed, if you do click the subscribe button and you do click the bell icon, that'll let you know when we do go live, which we're going to be doing a lot more of, because we really like to be interactive with you guys that watch our videos. We want to get your feedback. If you've got any questions, comments, any ideas you'd like us to do for future videos, let us know, please do.
And if you've tried some of these actions that we've seen in both of these pitching videos and they've helped, or you don't quite understand something, please comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Indeed, if you do want to send us swings, you can use the hashtag PJLife365. You can contact us on our social media. We'd love to have a little look at some other people's swings, and just let us know. We're here for you guys, and we're here to help.
Definitely.
See you very soon. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.